So when you read the script for the first time, it's handed to you, and you say this is an opportunity for you. What do you think of when you read a script of him?
Yeah. So I was shooting a film in Serbia, Montenegro at the time. So I was, working 5 days a week, and then they sent me the script. And it was one of those moments where, you pick up a script. My ADHD is tough to read all the time. Okay. But this is a very rare moment where you pick up a script and you can't put it down because, coming from football, a story that, pays its respect to football and what it takes to be the greatest, mixed with the Jordan Peele-esque of it all. I mean, as soon as Monkey Paul's like, here is our project, it's like, yes, before you read the script. But yeah, I couldn't put the script down because I think it was just like a hypnotic storyline and something that I could relate to, chasing greatness, coming from, soccer and then transitioning from to football and whatnot. So, yeah.
So Jordan Peele, as we all know, produces it, but you knew that, hey, here's a Jordan Peele produced project. Did you know Marlon Wayans was attached at the time? Or no?
I heard whispers. They kept everything low key. First the casting director, Carmen Cuba, reached out and was like, I'd love to have a conversation. And then we just had a 2-hour convo of just about love, loss, grief, and our connection to, the art of acting, filmmaking. And then, that's when they sent me the script and, they're very, coy about things. And that's when I got to speak with Monkey Paul, the other producers attached to it, about what the script meant and what their plans were. But they were keeping it very low key until I booked the role.
And you booked it, and it's coming to a theater near you nationwide tomorrow. It's called Him. Tyriq Withers is here on The Rich Eisen Show. Our simulcast is back on the air. We're streaming live on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus and back on ESPN Radio, presented by Progressive Insurance. We just saw a clip of Him, which is available in theaters nationwide tomorrow. It's the old school psychological horror film that involves football, which is... not old school at all. It's quite new school. It's something that you pretty much have never seen before. And Tyriq Withers is here on the program. So you have a football background, do you not? Well, Florida State University?
Yes, Florida State. I played 1 year of high school football. Playing wide receiver.
Where is this in? You're from Duval County, correct?
Duval County.
Okay, very good.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Shout out to them.
That's the way the current head coach says it, but you know how to say it, right? Obviously, okay.
But yeah, I lived in Jacksonville and I grew up playing soccer, and then I transitioned to football my senior year. And I played wide receiver, and I got a highlight tape and ended up getting, Division I AA offer, but it was to like Davidson College, and that's where I was headed to at first. But I haven't really talked about that experience from Davidson College.
Is that Steph Curry?
Yeah, Steph Curry school. That was their selling point. That was their only selling point. It was like, hey, Steph Curry went here.
This is football we're talking about.
Yes, it's football we're talking about. But so I was starting to transition into playing for the Davidson team.
Sure.
And then we had a summer football camp before we started the fall semester. And that was my first initial experience with hazing from a team.
Okay.
They would haze me online, and then when I got to camp, we're going to put you in the gauntlet. I probably get in trouble for saying this but it was my experience. And I was confused because they went 1-8 the season before. I'm like, you worried about the wrong thing. So, so I decided to, go home. I called my mom. I said, I think I made a big mistake. Yes. And I went back home and visited Florida State and, decided to walk on to that football team. And it's crazy because the energy and the relationships I built on that team were so much better, and there was no experience with Hazing when I was on that team in 2016.
Right there. Number 27 in your program?
Yeah,
number 1 in your heart? Yeah. Tyriq Withers, is that it?
Absolutely.
Wow. Yeah. Look at you with your national championship shirt
I put in reps on scout team. So
well, we noticed. Put it up, Hoskins. Put it up. You take a look at the Florida State. I guess your bio. There you are. There you are. Nice tie, nice suit tie. I like the haircut
that
right
is
there.
Insane.
There it is. logged repetitions and contributed to the scout team.
Hey, I might tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. So,
which means you just repped. You took snaps.
Yeah.
That's what it means, logged repetition. Very fancy way.
But I say we scored more points on scout team than any team we played.
Damn
so,
straight you did.
You know,
you did. And we don't see any statistics to make that incorrect.
You know, there's this one clip. They were doing, I think, the Showtime BTS. Of the season. So it was some cameras going on. And one of my first games was when we played UNC Chapel Hill, and we lost by a game-winning field goal. And there's this video of me watching the football go through the uprights. And then the kicker has the audacity to run past our sideline throwing.
Doing the chop, the mock chop? He's mocking you with the chop?
Yeah, and it was humbling, and I think that was my villain origin story. So, yeah.
It started like that.
Who was the coach?
Jimbo Fisher.
Jimbo
Fisher.
Jimbo
Fisher.
Okay.
Shout out Jimbo Fisher.
So you have relationships from the team that still last to today? And
yeah,
things
absolutely.
Like that?
So, I think one of my scout team brothers, he was another receiver.
Who also logged repetitions?
He logged repetitions.
Okay, very good.
And then we had some fun time in Miami at the Orange Bowl. Isaiah Denman. We had Carlos Becker. Then we I'm blanking. Auden Tate was a receiver.
Sure.
The receivers were lovely back then.
Was Dalvin Cook on that team?
Dalvin Cook was him. He is him.
Yes.
So it was like daunting to like even be in his essence, you know, because you're like, I'm here, you know, and he was an elite running back at the time. Okay. So So
are you technically the 21st century Burt Reynolds to go from Florida State to acting? Tyreek?
Yeah, I would like. Well, if you think. I played football, so if you can say
Burt logged repetitions.
Yeah, log repetitions.
I can't get enough of that.
I'm logging repetitions on set now.
Yes,
so that's all
you're
I
him. Now you're him.
Now
you are him.
You said it, not me.
Himothy.
Timothy Chalamet.
No doubt.
Exactly.
It's available in theaters again nationwide tomorrow. Him. And so, okay, now I understand why you're a Jaguar fan, because we do our research here, and we were told in advance. Tyriq Withers is coming. He loves Florida State. We understand that. Jaguars get that. Mm-hmm. Arsenal soccer. Yeah. Okay, that's your original sport, correct?
Yeah.
Arsenal.
But I would say
soccer.
like Brazil international soccer team was like the epitome of like I had this plan to like really when I was like 12. I was like when I grow up I want to move to Brazil, change my nationality and play for their national team because they're really elite. Ronaldinho, Roberto Carlos, all those.
Which name of yours would you have chosen as your single name? Would you have gone as Tyreek or Withers?
No, I think I would have gone with my middle name,
which is
Bartholomew.
By the way, Bartholomew is a great soccer name. I don't know if it's Brazilian.
Can you imagine?
I don't know if it's Brazilian.
You could have just went by Bart or something.
No,
Bart.
Bart. You'd be known internationally as Barto.
Barto.
Oh, even better.
That would have been Barto. That's his Brazilian soccer name.
Let's be very clear. Barto. Yeah.
Neymar to Barto is one of the most famous.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that
Brazilian connection.
Actually, I think I might move to Brazil.
But we would have kept the H in there. The H is silent.
All right, I just want to be very clear. Bartholomew is not my middle name.
I'm sitting here looking at Wikipedia like, no, it ain't.
My middle name is LaShawn. And fun fact, I don't know how to spell LaShawn. Yeah, I don't know how to spell it, though, my middle name, because it's two different things on like my birth certificate and like what I've learned to spell it as. I don't know if it's LESHON or LE''SHON.
Okay, so it's not spelled like LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
okay,
it's
more like LaShawn Johnson or something, or Roshan Johnson.
Nobody keyed you in on this? Okay. The people that named you?
I mean, it shouldn't be up to you now.
Yeah,
you're him.
Yeah.
You should be able to do what you want to do.
That's a testament to my indecisiveness, So I just never pick. I just depending on the day.
I say go with the apostrophe.
Yeah. So apostrophe is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's how we do.
Why are you an Eagles fan?
Eagles fan?
Why?
I think
he's a Cowboy fan. Be careful.
Yeah, I think one. So I'm a hype beast when it comes to certain, teams. But I think when Donovan McNabb, I was growing up, I was number 5 on the soccer field, so I was a big McNabb fan. Deshaun Jackson, receiver when he was playing. And then, I think Jalen Hurts is somebody I define as him. I think he carries himself with
What a story, right?
He has his story in college in that transition, being benched in the national championship.
For Tua. And then Tua wins it, and then he has to come back when Tua gets hurt, and nothing happened, and he does it.
Exactly.
Oh, I love
so I
his
think
story.
that was a test of a man when you can be thrown in the pits and then come out on the other side and transition. And I think he had a Heisman season at Oklahoma when he transferred.
He wound up on the podium. Yes, sir. He did.
Yeah. So I think that story, and then coming into the NFL. Get into the Super Bowl, not getting it the first time and coming back. And I think a lot of people would give up, and I think his mindset and his iconic quotes are something I use to tell my story in this movie.
Well, don't listen to him over there because he's a Cowboy fan. But he's like you. Do we have the TJ graphic that we like to throw? Okay, so here's TJ.
Oh,
he's a Met, Clipper, Duke, Georgetown, Cowboy, Sixer, Florida State. There you go.
Florida State.
Please
that's all that matters.
We found some connective tissue there. Penn State, Pittsburgh.
Holler.
Penguins fan. It's
okay.
I mean, that's only 9.
When was the last time the Cowboys won a
Hey, Tyreek, I'm literally sitting here man, I like this kid, man. And now you have to go and do that.
But I love CD Lamb. So
I thought we were
yeah, Michael Irvin.
So we made one for you because there you go.
Where did you get this photo?
I don't know.
Eagles.
I don't know.
I love how I have
cool photo right there.
3 different NFL. I feel like it should be legal if you're from Jacksonville to have
sense.
Other NFL teams.
I get it, certainly. So the Ravens because you like
Lamar Jackson.
Okay, he's him as well.
He had one of the most iconic high school plays where he was running and then he stops at the touchdown line and they pass him. I think from that moment, watching that, I knew he was going to be a star. And also, we played him when I was at Florida State. And
you played Louisville.
Yeah, we played Louisville.
His first game?
Well, I didn't play Louisville. I log reps.
Repetitions. Don't forget. It's a very fancy way of saying you were on the team.
Exactly. And, he destroyed us.
Yeah, that was his first game, right, Tyreek?
Yeah. It was his first game.
Destroyed everyone.
Damn.
Yeah,
I still have that Sports Illustrated.
But he's
You
Florida.
personally
Florida boy.
witnessed that moment. And so at that point in time, you're like, okay.
Yeah, I had the best seats in the house. So I was a glorified hype man, waving the towel. You'll see videos,
Knicks and LeBron.
Yeah.
Your other, there you go.
I have weird connections. I'm a Knicks fan. Spike Lee, would love to work with Spike Lee. My ball knowledge on the NBA stuff, purely hype beast. LeBron James, he's the only poster I've ever had up in my room.
Sure.
He's Timothy.
Was he in your room? Was he Heat or Cavs?
Cavs.
He was a Cavs
so
poster.
I was an original LeBron fan. And what's his documentary? Where he about his high school?
Okay.
Was it? Does anybody know what his documentary was?
We can
with
look
his
it
high
up.
school basketball team?
Okay.
Well, it's St. Vincent, St. Mary's.
Yeah, he went to St. Vincent, St. Mary's.
So was it a game?
You watched
Did you
it?
say more than a game?
Was that it? Yeah, more than a game.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was like my Roman Empire when I was like 12.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Well, and you root for the Knicks now because of Spike Lee. You want to be in a joint so bad you're going to root for the Knicks. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, you're committed to your craft. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. So,
but they're worthy of rooting for right now. I love Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Oh, and so there's some more connective tissue. Carl Anthony Towns, who I adore. No, this is great. No, he loves. We're going to talk about trolling.
Yeah.
He loves trolling TJ Jefferson.
Yeah.
Because he's an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Eagles diehard. He has sent balloons here after the Eagles beat the Cowboys. He sent a mariachi band here to play "Fly Eagles Fly," just to troll that man. Right there. He sent all those balloons and flowers.
That's iconic.
Rick, that was the most disrespectful thing in the world. You take something I love, mariachi bands, and you have them play "Fly Eagles Fly."
Yeah, it's great.
I think that's the beauty of football, though. When I get to that tax bracket, I'm gonna start doing things like that.
There you go. You're on your way. Sir, you're on your way.
Look, we don't have to show it.
There it is. Yeah, he had
it was pretty great.
Wow.
It's even better when you hear it. Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
There you go. Yeah, and it's TJ just sitting there.
But props to you for really being a good sport.
Yeah, I have to.
Front and center.
Yeah, that's your own psychological horror.
Yeah,
right there.
Because my team hasn't won a big game in 40 years.
Which I
every
believe
Sunday is a psychological horror.
This one, if they lose to the Bears, would be particularly psychologically horrifying, no doubt. And so this movie, man, it is off. It is not what anybody would expect. And so living it, what was it like for you to shoot this movie and be him and go through what him goes through in this film without giving away too much, which I'm trying not to do right now?
Yeah, when I first started, when I read the script and got the role, I thought it was going to be easier to play a quarterback than like being on an actual team. But I learned very early that it wasn't. I'm not trying to say, oh, my life was just as hard as, these college NFL football players, but the level of attention to detail that I wanted to bring to this was one that I wanted to live in that authenticity, and so I got to train with Jordan Palmer. And he trained
you.
Oh. Yeah,
he's no joke, man.
Yeah, he's no joke. So the throw was crisp in the movie. So, but yeah, it was a training regimen where I had a bird chest, so I had to learn the lift weights, because once I gave up sports, me and the gym are like oil and water. So it was working out 6 days a week.
Did you work out with any other players at the time, or it was just you and Jordan?
So when I was doing QB training, it was Joe Milton. He was prepping for the draft. And it was just humbling watching him just throw a casual 80 yards. just casual, Jordan Palmer was like, "Hey, yo, Joe, rip it." And he just throw it. And I just showed up and like, I'm here to learn. I don't want to disrespect anybody. Josh Allen popped in. He's talked about golf, a lot. So, Jordan Palmer really taught me what it meant to be a quarterback. And I got to see the draft process, the mentality of certain QBs. And, it's all like, it's cool to see that mindset from college to the NFL and what they have to go through, and the QBs have to think about so much. And the mock interviews were insane. I just got to sit in on that, and that's a little bit about the training I had to go through.
Okay, training for the film, but I mean, obviously Josh's new bride knows what it's like to be in a movie that doesn't appear to be what it might be on its face. Obviously that's Sinners, but Jordan Peele, we all know, Get Out and everything else that he has done. There's a significant connective tissue, to use that phrase again, between movies like Get Out and him right now. And so what is it like for you to be in a movie just like that that's coming to a theater near you nationwide? Tyreek, you must be really jacked up.
You're good at that.
Sir, that's why I'm here. You're here for a reason. Although I do enjoy hanging out with people who log repetitions, but I'm trying to give you what you need, by appearing here.
I'm still processing it all, but I'm grateful to tell a story that's delivered in such an organic but creative and thoughtful way.
Yes.
I think this story is about football, but I think it also transcends sports. I think it's about anybody chasing greatness, and I really got to really explore that vulnerability of that pursuit, and I think I was talking about therapists. Yes, I'm therapizing.
Good for you.
And I came to this realization that this movie is more about grief. And I think we always think grief is losing a physical person, but I think grief can be like losing oneself. And I think you're following a character that's struggling with his authentic self. And I think the overall message is to just don't be afraid to be 100% unapologetically you. And I think that's the beauty of working with somebody like Jordan Peele, because he's able to see that vision and deliver it in a organic, fun, roller coaster of a ride way.
How much was he involved in this?
He was really involved. As a producer, he's able to, align the right people in the right positions, and then kind of take a step back and let the bloodline of his work flow through everyone. We got to sit down on multiple occasions. He came to set multiple days, so he was very, very involved.
Did you bring up any Key and Peele stuff with him?
That was the hardest part. Not like I didn't want to. I was testing the waters on that. But I brought up
Which one did you bring up?
The D's nuts. That was one of my favorite ones.
The football introductions.
Yeah, that one was brought up to me through Monkey Paw. But yeah, that was like low hanging fruit. But D's nuts was the winner for me.
I mean, I have Key and Peele skits hop up in my in Instagram algorithm.
Yeah.
It's as good as it comes, and the fact that he's now making these films like this, it's pretty amazing. It's supremely talented.
Sketch comedy inspired my YouTube days. So,
is that right?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but I came from YouTube, so I think that's a cool thing. Where when you I think the sketch comedy, the stakes in comedy are a lot higher than if it was a drama, because you know what it's like for you to like deliver a joke and it not land. It hurts.
It's terrible.
You know, and I think with drama, if something doesn't land, you're just like, oh, okay, maybe I just don't connect with it. So I think that the ingredients, the flow of creating comedy is why it just made him a genius filmmaker, and that's when that transition from comedy to horror. It seemed crazy at the time, but it was the most genius thing.
Well, good to have you here. Congratulations on being part of that world.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on here after, I assume, a late night last night, right?
Well, late is subjective.
Well, I mean, you had the premiere last night.
We had the world premiere last night, and then we had an after party. Okay. And then we had an after party.
Well, that's what I would, as a 56-year-old man, father of 3, I would consider an after party a late night.
Yeah, late night, and then this is the after party.
That's what we
thank
do.
You for having me.
We do have that. We have some ibuprofen and some liquids for you if that's what you need.
Pedialyte.
Restorative. Pedialyte.
Yeah, you got anything for bowel movements?
Very interesting question. We're out of time. Look at that time here. Okay. Him is available in theaters nationwide starting tomorrow. Everybody go check it out. Tyriq Withers, thanks for coming on here. Really appreciate it. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.